Ladies and gentlemen, the next bout of the evening, amateur rules competition held in the flyweight division under 125 pounds. First fighter making his way to the cage and into the blue corner, Connor Chopsticks Hitchens! And his opponent, making his way to the red corner, Danny McCloud! Ladies and gentlemen, your official introductions for this flyweight bout. First, a fighter standing in the blue corner. This fighter is 18 years of age. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing at 124 pounds. Has a record of 2 wins, no losses, no draws, both wins within the distance. Fighting out of Preston, Connor Chopsticks Hitchens! And his opponent in the red corner. This fighter is 19 years of age. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing at 125 pounds. Has a record of no wins, 1 loss, no draws. Fighting out of Liverpool, Danny McCloud!
So this had fight of the night written all over it for me. Connor Hitchens, young fighter, 2-0, undefeated. Both wins within the distance. And then Danny McCloud, all the way from Liverpool in that respected next generation camp. I'm expecting a lot from this, and so far it's been a great start actually. Both very composed. And for such young lads as well, 18 and 19 years of age, it's great to see fighters that are composed and take their time, and demonstrate that they're a genuine article. Long right hand from Hitchens. So Hitchens just slightly earlier than McCloud on the shots. McCloud goes for that takedown, well stuffed by Hitchens. He keeps his head in the pocket as well to defend. But McCloud is not giving that up, he really is driving forwards. He reverts back onto the cage now, so let's see what Hitchens can do there. Straight away, he gets his head right into that pocket. It's wrestling 101, but it makes such a big difference. Oh, a bit of a mistake there from Hitchens, really, though. He went to throw a punch, a hook punch, and that gave McCloud the opportunity to complete his takedown attempt. But Hitchens is no slouch on the ground, and he can work well off his back, so McCloud is really going to have to be on point here. I know he will be. He comes from a respected camp. Next generation. Trained under BJJ black belt Paul Rimmer, who's in his corner this evening, along with two of his top fighters as well. Doing well to posture up. He drops in some big shots then on Hitchens. Hitchens creeping that guard up. A little hammer fist in from McCloud. Hitchens swimming through to get that overhook there. Nothing dramatic on the ground from either fighter, so we're not seeing any submission attempts really from Hitchens. And the shots that are coming in from McCloud are not big shots, they're the small tip-tap hammer fists. They do score, but they're not likely to stop his opponent. Hitchens constantly trying to close that distance, keep McCloud into a range where he can launch some submission attempts. So far, neither fighter really doing enough. Very good. It's on that last attempt to lift up. McCloud lifted Hitchens. Hitchens opted to go back to his feet. And now we're back into the standing. Difficult round to score for the judges. I'm sure they're racking their brains now to work out which fighter had the ascendancy. Striking slight edge probably to Hitchens. He was getting off first. But on the ground, it depends how you see it. McCloud was on top. He was in the top position in the guard of Hitchens, and Hitchens didn't really launch any attacks. The shots that came in from McCloud were fairly lightweight attacks. They were a hammer fist designed to sort of build up the points and also distract your opponent perhaps to get the guard pass. The corner teams here both got a lot of work to do. Two quality corner teams as well. Aaron Robinson in the corner of McCloud. And then in the corner of Hitchens, you've got Martin and Jordan Chester as well, obviously, as Steve Nightingale as well. Very well respected fighter. And here we go, round two. I think both fighters have got to put some work in now. This fight's ready for both of them to take. The first round could go either direction. The better shots coming in from Hitchens, but McCloud going straight for that clinch again. And he might have the edge in physical strength as well. Just have that extra pound in weight. Which isn't a lot, but obviously at the flyweights, every pound really does count. Hitchens keeping McCloud pressed up against the cage. Nice little knee comes through. Found its mark. It didn't have a lot of power on it. McCloud, I think, is waiting for those knee attacks so that he can get his takedown. Hitchens disengages, goes back to the boxing. Big left uppercut. He missed its mark, but it would have been nice. Jumping knee. Oh, a couple of big shots. Hitchens definitely has the edge on the feet. He goes for the jumping triangle. Unfortunately didn't grab it there, but there's still an opportunity to look for the armbar. Yeah. He might have this. It's cranked on, he might have this. Hold on a second. A little bit of controversy here. So a little bit of controversy here about whether the opponent tapped. Well, obviously, Danny McCloud says he doesn't. Hitchens stopped that submission attempt. And there's some arguments going on between the corner of Hitchens and the referee, Brad Conway. Hopefully we can diffuse some of that.
Ladies and gentlemen, At 1 minute 18 seconds of the second round, your winner by way of armbar. In the blue corner, Connor Hitchens. And put your hands together for the gallant opponent, Danny McCloud.